Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Debunk Paranormal. In today's video, we have 5 clips. Do we have 5? Yeah, we have 5 clips that we are going to be debunking. It was sent in by viewers. The second clip is the Mindseed clip, which I'm excited to show you guys. Because that is going to showcase how they do their things. And then, please, guys, we are almost at 100,000 subscribers. We are, I mean, it is a stone's throw away. It is right there. So if you can help me make that possible by reaching that 100,000, just click that subscribe button. Also leave a like on the video and comment what do you think about these clips. I do want to say thank you to HM Paranormal for being the first person to buy my merch, a hoodie and a t-shirt. I appreciate you, my good sir. Thank you so much for that. And also for the past stream, we had 175 donated members. Gifted members, so we are now at 244. So thank you to Greentone, HM Paranormal Detective, Veronica / Victoria, and then LB Eagle. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate that. Now let's get into these clips and let's see what's happening.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sorry about that.
Yeah, this location is outside, no here.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It's okay, no problem.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Have a good night.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
You're a cow?
I scared. There's a cow.
They're actually not mine. I don't know. It wasn't showing up.
What?
Hi.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. See, this is what I'm talking about. Every freaking night, like even at night, they even come and hang out here, and they just like stand and like. Are you for real right now?
So that's the clip. It was sent in by Elise. So thank you, Elise, for this clip. Now, as you've seen, her shirt got pulled, got tagged by something. Now, she says those cows outside isn't her cow. She was very surprised by those cows standing out there. I'm not going to do a deep dive into her account. I'm probably sure that those are their cows. It's a small holding or a farm that she lives on. That's obviously a lie. I think. May not be a lie. Maybe it is the neighbor's cows. You never know. But they want to say that the cows gather around the graveside here, which we don't even know is a graveside. Maybe it's just crosses put up because they may be very religious. I don't know. Anything can be true or false in these types of situations. Now, let's look at the shirt pull and see if we can spot what is happening there. Gonna have to zoom in on this to see what we can see, but I think I already know what this is and how it's done. But I'm sure you guys at this point are going to go, oh man, this guy in green screens. The thing is, green screens is widely used for exactly this type of thing. So the pull happens there. There's a lot of... Is that it? Why is that happening? But there's a lot of artifacting happening around this area. But let's see what happens when she swipes. Or swats. There's a lot of artifacting happening, but I have to say this is done really well. So how you would fake this is because we have a still shot here from this area before she walks in. So it would be easy to mask out someone in a green screen here. Just overlay these two clips on top of each other. And whatever is behind the green screen would be this area here. So that would be easy to do. It's also a well-lit area. The area that is not well-lit is this side here. So that's what I'm saying. This is done really well. I do believe it is a green screen, but I might be wrong. Might be a ghost. A reaction though tells me that you see this specific, that's a flashlight. Maybe her phone could be a key to what's happening here. A phone is not displaying anything. It could be that they took the phone video as well and keyed him out in that. That is very possible. So that's just showing the floor. Weird artifacting happening there, just in this spot. Why? And there's a bit of a green hue right here. Why would there be a green hue? Because when you have a green screen, you have this thing. Let me show you this. If we go to Ultra key. So if you have a green screen, when you use the green screen, you have your matte generation, which is your transparency, your highlights and so on. Then you have matte cleanup. But then you also have your spill suppression and your color correction. Now the spill suppression is when you have some spill onto your subject, you will play with the spill area to take that green hue away. Now, there is a bit of a green hue right there and a green hue right there. Now, I know what I've told you guys before about green screens. Once you key out the green screen, whatever the green screen is, it's black. So it means it's empty. So you have to put something behind it. But the spill still remains green. So in this case, we can see a bit of green spill on the subject. And that is why I'm saying this is a green screen. There won't be a green spill without a green screen. That's not possible. Now, if we go up here, there's something else that I've noticed. If we go right here, something here, which is a weird artifact to happen, but it does. And this is everything to do with keying out a subject. For example, a green screen subject. Right here. You see that? This entire reflection here just disappears. It's not a reflection from her or nothing like that. That is not baked into the image. That is on top of the image. That is a green screen keyed out. And there's, from what I can see, there is a bit of a green hue here as well. So yeah, someone was keyed out here. Definitely. And the phone tells it all. It was a green screen that was used. But it's done really well. It's done phenomenally well, actually, if you think about it. High grade equipment, I'd say. Let's look at the next clip. It is from Aaron. Aaron sent it in. It is from Mindseed. This is the Mindseed clip. Let's look at it and debunk it.
Dude, you good?
On our way down to the basement for the yes/no test, I was bringing up the rear, and I would say I
tripped, but it didn't feel like I tripped. I fell, and it felt like my legs, like my lower legs, got hooked, and I got my feet ripped out from under me.
Now, this is a normal thing that they do. Wait, let me take out that sound because I will be striked for that. This is a normal thing that they do, where they have this massive build-up. This time, the event is a lot bigger than the lady in the lake. If you're easily disturbed, we recommend that you skip the following clip now. Okay, clip starts in 3, 2, 1.
So if we don't get anything on the yes, nos, I'm thinking to myself, like, maybe we just wrap it up and call it a night, honestly. Dude, you good? Dude, what the f***? What the f***? Yo. Oh, no.
Okay, now let's look at the part where it happens. Check this out.
So if we don't get anything on the yes, nos, I'm thinking to myself, like...
Okay, let me tell you what happened. So he's going to turn the camera. When he turns the camera, the clip's going to cut. And then they go and do their thing. So this guy, I believe this guy, or someone else, but I think it's him. He runs up and he's the one that pulls that guy on his legs, or by his legs to pull him horror style. And then when the guy holding the main guy from Mindseed, I don't know his name, don't care. When he runs up, the screen's going to go black again. And that is when this dude returns for his camera to be behind the main guy. That's how they did it. So here's where the cuts are.
We just wrap it up and call it a night, honestly.
So that's the first video, or the first pod. So here's the clip. Now the guy that's behind him, which was the guy that's in front of him, he's now gone. He's now here. He's going to pull this guy by the legs. And here's where the clip was cut. So you can see here, look at this. I'm going forward now, frame by frame. It stands dead still and it goes back. Okay, but not just that. Now it's going to go forward. Weird motion to begin with, but here's the actual cut. So there's two cuts there. Here's the actual cut right here. You'll see it. Boom, right there. Why are they doing it that way? If he fell by the stairs, why don't they just cut it here where they already cut it? And then, let me go back. Here, where they already made a cut. And then cut it here again. Because here, he's not on the stairs. He's not lying there. But when you go 2 frames forward, he's there, full body. Half body, actually. Look at where the chair is. There's the chair. He's basically laying against the chair. His entire torso is visible on the stairs. But if you go back to this spot where he's viewing the stairs now, you can't see him. And then you can. Because there's a cut there. There's a cut that brings the two clips together, where he cuts the video for the guy to go upstairs. So there's two cuts, this one and the one before that. I don't know why they made the one before that, which is weird. Or maybe it's just the way he filmed. But there's definitely something fishy there. But here's a cut, because this is a cross dissolve. This is a cross dissolve. I'm going to place a cross dissolve here. Check this out. I'm going to play, it's exactly the same thing. But everybody's cross dissolves looks different. But I'm going to clip that cut. Cut that clip there. And I'm going to cut it there. So that I can do the cross dissolve, right? I'll delete that. I'll do that. I will come over here and I will put in a cross dissolve. That's a bit of a long cross dissolve, so we're going to make it short. Now look at my clip when it goes over the cross dissolve. You can see it's 2 clips. Now, mine is a bit smaller than his because I've got different clips here. basically the same clip. He's got two different clips. That's why his cross dissolved looks like that. Which, my cross dissolve. Now let's remove my cross dissolve. And there you go. So you see what the cross dissolve does. It makes it double. So mine isn't as pronounced as his. I don't know what cross dissolve he uses, but you can see how pronounced his is. I think his is very pronounced because the two clips start at different locations on the staircase. That's why it's so pronounced. So he's not there. He is there. He's not there because that's not him. That's just from the camera itself. That's not him reflecting back. That's him right there. So this clip where he turns around, the guy didn't even fall there. He didn't actually fall. That's a lie. So where he first turns around, he's not there. He turns around more than he is there. Not normal. Not normal. Okay, so then now he gets pulled, but the guy that was in front of him which should be behind him. He's now up there. He's gonna pull him by his legs. He pulls him. Right here, the screen goes black. Look, it fades to black. It's not even just black. It fades. There's nothing. There's no clip there. They removed it because that's a cut, but they have the sound going on, carrying on, right? And now he's back. And the guy is now behind him. But look at this. He's going to turn around. You'll see the guy that was in front of him is now behind him. But he's got that massive flash on his camera. That massive light. Not even a flash. That's a light. It's a floodlight on his camera. But when he turns around, with that massive floodlight, he's supposed to be able to light the entire staircase. But why is the staircase black? If that guy with his floodlight is behind him, why aren't we seeing his light? Why is it going black? He's just running up the stairs. And you also don't see his light here. His light is not present. The guy in the back, because he's got a blue floodlight that he's using. But here it's not present. But here it is. If we go back, that's that bluish hue that you see. That's the guy with the floodlight. Turns around. And that, what you see there, my friend, that's from the guy with the floodlight. And then it cuts to just him with his light. Do you see that? So that's how they did that. And I mean, it's done really well. It's done really well.
Tonight, honestly. Dude, you good? Dude.
I mean, it's done really well, but it's fake. Next clip, this is from Melissa. It is a smaller channel. It's called Seekers Paranormal. Soul Seekers Paranormal. This is what they discovered. Just this one part of the video.
And we have the static camera shooting straight in.
Good.
So
that'll pick up all that audio.
yeah, absolutely.
So the device that you're currently making make noise.
That's it. Something went past that window, and that window is a non-street facing window. So there's not a street behind that window. But let's look at the thing.
So that'll pick up all.
So to me, I don't know. From what I can tell you, from my vast experience of this type of thing, that thing that comes past the window is inside the building. It's not happening on the outside, because you can see on the way the artifacting happens on the window. You see the artifacting on the window? It should not happen if the thing is walking on the outside. And look at the artifacting disappearing. That's an edit. Someone put that in there. Because that's happening on the inside. So instead of cutting out, going through and literally cutting out all of these bars so that you have something walk behind the bars, they just were lazy and put it just a picture coming in front of the bar, just in front of the window. So doing it correctly is a very hard way. Doing it incorrectly is an easy way. It's a lazy way, and that's a way you get caught. That is happening on top of the bars. It's inside. And if we look at the one going closer, they zoomed in version, we'll see the exact same thing. All of the artifacting happening on top of the bars inside the church, not on the outside. And then it disappears. So yeah, that's clearly an edit. The next clip we have is from Ian. Thank you, Ian, for sending this in. Let's check out the clip and see what happens. So that's all that happened. So my first thought when I first saw this immediately was a guy in a green screen suit. Now I know you guys might be tired of hearing that, guy in a green screen suit, but it's true. People do this. Green screen suits, you can buy them everywhere. Now, also my second thought was that this girl has a massive imagination. We have to remember that kids have imaginations that go beyond our human comprehension. It is insane what they can make up. But this is not that. This is a guy in a green screen suit, and I'll prove it. Let's go with this. So right here, there's a lot of artifacting happening. Artifacting usually present in green screen keyouts. Like what we've seen with Really Haunted as well. With a candle clip. But here you can see the artifacting happening here. It's happening on the lid because that's where it's being pulled from. And then the clip is, oh, this is translucent. This lid is translucent at the moment because the guy with the green skin suit's there. And I'll show you now this spot. Wait, I think it's a bit back. Over here, here we go. Look at this artifacting happening right there because the guy in the green skin suit, once again, he's there. Here, this entire part of the lid is missing. It's just gone. Not because of the angle, because it's gone. Because it's being keyed out by his hand. Now, if that's not proof, look at the green screen spill on this clip over here. Let's zoom that in. Look at the green screen spill here. You can already see the spill. Look at the green hue right here around this area. But okay, you can see the green. Look at the, it's green. It's green. If you can't see that, then I don't know. But okay, you can see there it's green over there because he's grabbing it there. That's the spill. Let's zoom in a bit more. I'm sure many of you won't be able to see that. And that's pretty green. I'm sure if I used Ultra key on this right now, it would key that out, probably. Because, I mean, let's see. Ultra key. So if I key it out, what should happen to it? It should go black. Okay. So let's see. Let's grab the Ultra key there. Let's hit it on that part over there. Yeah, look there. Black. This area. So it does take some of this because there is a bit of a green hue. But look how black the area is where I said that it is being keyed out by green screen. It is black, black, black. So if we take that away, yeah, there's other blacks as well. That sounds weird. But because there's green right around, green spill right around there. But that part there is especially green. So yeah, green screen suit spills You have to fix the spill, otherwise it shows. Here we have the last clip. This is from Elise as well. This is from Blessed Bastards channel. So there's a lot happening in here. There's also a scratch, and it's the same that happens on the Twin Patch. I'm not going to cover the scratch. It's the same as what happens on Twin Paranormal, but different. He appears off screen so many times you don't know what's going on. The guy pulling the teddy bear out of his hand, this teddy bear is going to be pulled out of his hand. Sorry, switch screens unnecessarily. This teddy bear is going to be pulled out of his hand. The guy doing that is the one that scratched him, that's for sure. But he goes off screen, so you don't see him for a bit where he's exploring and stuff like that. And then he gets scratched. So I'm not going to cover that. But here's the teddy bear being pulled out of his hand.
¿Qué quiere la muñeca? ¿Qué es lo que busca la puñetera muñeca? Ahora está fuera del círculo. Llévatela. ¡Ah! Dios.
And that's also the point where he gets scratched. I could show you guys that, but it takes a while.
Hostia, 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 hostia.
You've got all that clothes on, and he gets scratched. Look at the layers he needs to take off, but this takes a while. Hang on. Here we go. So all those layers he needs to take off. He's got this body armor on.
Dios mío. Algo me ha arañado. Algo me ha hecho, tío.
He got scratched through the body armor. That already tells you it's a bunch of nonsense. Takes the body armor off. Takes his thick jacket off.
Dios.
He's gonna take off his shirt anyway, but he wants to just, you know, get the shirt ready. Anyway, takes it off. Then he's got the shirt on. And then he's been scratched. I said I'm not gonna show you, but I'll show you anyway. There's the scratches. He's got body armor on, a thick jacket, a thick shirt, a double layered shirt, by the way. It's like a navy blue shirt, and underneath it's white, so it's double layered as well. And he got scratched like that. Come on. And his shirt, he can physically be scratched, but his shirt, his body armor, and his jacket is fine. So the poltergeist has no way of physically moving things other than teddy bears and human skin. Can't touch a shirt. Or you can choose to go through the shirt and then appear and touch this. It's so stupid that people believe this. And sorry, Ilza, I'm not saying that you're stupid. In general. But okay, let's look at the teddy being pulled out of his hand. You can see the origin of the pull as it happens. The string being used. You can't see the actual string. It's like magician string. It's hard to see, especially in these conditions, but you can see the origin of the pull happening. So right here, come on, there we go. That's the origin of it. That's where the string is. That's where the pull happens. So it's gonna be hard to see the actual string, but it is there. But yeah, definitely, because I mean, think about this. He never, the teddy bear gets pulled into that room, but he never once picks up his camera and shows us what's happening in there. I mean, he's got a torch, he's got cameras all over the place. He's got a camera on him. He's got this camera with this entire angle. There's a camera upstairs which he's going to go and fetch later on. He's got cameras everywhere, but he can't use one camera to show us where the teddy bear has been pulled to. I mean, and then He does nothing. He just freaks out and moves stuff around. Doesn't want to do anything. Freaks out. He's been scratched, supposedly. Never once shows us in that room. So his friend is there. But that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was a couple of clips viewers requested. Thank you guys so much for sending it in. And thank you guys for everything that you've done. So far, the support. I love it. And remember, we are almost at 100,000 subscribers. We have just a little bit, tiny bit to go. So if you can help us make that 100,000 subscriber mark, please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.